Yes, sir. It is that time. March is over. The siren is on. Boxing junkies, come on in. The doors are open. The RRT Boxing Show. It is the award time. The best of March. Oh, yes. It's a tough one, folks. This is a tough month. At least for me, it was. You know, if you are already subscribed, hit that damn thumbs up. Support your show. If you watching this, if you clicked onto the best of March awards, that means you are watching the RRT Boxing Show. Hit the thumbs up, man. I have an average of maybe 2-3 thumbs up. If you watch this show, that means you are on this show, man. Support. Let it be known that there is an audience out there, for us at least. Hit the thumbs up if you're watching this show. You're definitely a part of the RRT Boxing Show if you're tuned in to the goddamn March Awards episode. Come on now. Like I said, this was a tough one. Again, the categories, if you are a new viewer and you somehow stumbled across the RRT Boxing Show on the Best of March 2019 Awards show, I am Mr. A, the host of the show. It's your show. Hopefully it will become your show. I'm just a host. Boxing fan, created a year and a half ago, you know. Stay tuned in. Hopefully you subscribe. Now, the categories we do cover on the best of month categories: promotion, disappointing fighter, KO, fight, round, and fighter. 6 categories, and let's get into it. And we're going to start off with the one I had the hardest time with. One, for my memory, is not the best. And I sure in hell don't take the proper notes, but round, that is a hard effing subject for myself to keep a track of. I only came up with 2 rounds. Maybe I'm stuck in the moment. So if you, like I said, again, if you are watching this show and you hit that thumbs up, cause come on, you watching the Best of March on the RRT Boxing Show, you are a junkie. Like the sound off horn brung you to the right place. Hit that thumbs up. If you know a better round, put it in the comments. For all the boxing junkies to see. This is, like I said, every boxing junkie who watches this, leave your comments down below what you think is a number, anything, any category that we discuss. It's your show too. It is your show. Round, like I said, I could be just stuck in the moment. I only got 2 of them. We do 3. My number 3, I couldn't quite remember, but I remember it was a good fight. And I believe it was like round 4 or 5. It was really good. But since I can't remember, I left it off. But it was a round somewhere in Tanaka and Taguchi. It was a really good round. But I only got 2 rounds. Again, stuck in the moment. Number 2, round 9. Avanesian KOing Karim Laharaga. With the upset and the tide, the way David turned that fight around, knocked him down in the 4th, and then just really took over that fight. And then like the hits that were like head snapping, and then just to finish it off with it wasn't like a one-hit knockout. If you haven't seen the fight, if you have seen the fight, then you know that barrage of punches he threw. Like, wow, that was a spectacular finish. So it was my number 2 round of March, round 9. And then coming in at number 1 round of the month, like I said, maybe I'm just stuck in the moment. My memory, the good old coconut might be dried up, the good old noodle, But round 10, Fitzgerald and Fowler. Fitzgerald putting Fowler on his ass. That was a nice exclamation point to upsetting the shit talker, upsetting the bully, punching the bully in the face, shutting him up, shutting the crowd up. Everyone. Fitzgerald put his dick out and just pissed on everyone, dude. He just like, fuck you all. Fuck you all. And it just knocking Fitzgerald down. That was a nice round. So that was round of the month for me. You know, with everything that was surrounding that fight, underdog, beating the shit out of the favorite. Not like black and blue and beating him up, but just like clearly like it was almost to those one-sided boring fights. Like, damn, dude, I wanted to see this fight all month, but it's boring as fuck. Fitzgerald was doing that to Fowler, and then that round 10. So that is round of March. And again, I've been saying it all month long on the RRT Boxing Show. March is it's a hard month. So we're gonna come in at fight of the month right here on the RRT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Number 3. Again, if you have a different one, please leave the comment down below. You know, I'm a boxing junkie just like yourself. I need my fix. I love all different types of fixes. Fight number 3. I have Ugas and Porter. I thought that was a very good fight. I really did. You know, these 3 fights I have as fights of the month. Maybe they might not even be your fights at all, or they could be just different orders. You know, like I said, to me, March was a boxing fans type of month. But if you're not a boxing junkie who comes to the RRT Boxing Show and you just watch other boxing outlets, March could be a tough month for boxing, you know. But right here in this boxing rehab center known as the RRT Boxing Show, your junkie ass and myself, we had a decent month. It's not the best one, but fight number 3, Sean Porter versus Ugas. Ugas showed, you know, he can be the elite. You know, even though Porter won, Porter didn't win spectacular fashion. He didn't blow Ugas out. You know, Ugas came in here like, okay, he's a good boxer. He's this. Can he do it? Or was the competition just he was better than his competition, or can he really do it? I think with that performance against Sean Porter, he showed, okay, he can make some noise against the other welterweights if given the chance. You know, I don't think it's going to be, if not a 50-50 fight, it's not going to be higher than a 60-40. You know, I don't think no one's thinking a welterweight's going to blow past Ugas. Coming in at number 2, fight of the month. Now, am I biased on this one? I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. Weird, the coconut, you know, but I don't think I'm too biased on this fight. I wanted to see the fight since the beginning of the creation of the show. You know, as a fan, I wanted to see this fight, so I brought it onto the show, and it happened. It did eventually happen. You know, if you are a long-time subscriber and been following the show, you know, since we are in season 3, you know, about the end of season 1, maybe season 2, I start talking about Corral and Farmer. I've been talking about that fight. We've been discussing and saying who's out there. Ever since Farmer became really champion, we've been discussing his competition. So that was a good fight. Jono and Farmer. Like I said, I went into the fight at the time of first talking about it thinking Jono was going to beat Farmer. But as Farmer had that defense ring going, I came out and said, like, hey, I seen what I seen in Farmer that made me change my pick. I see him sitting on his power now. And that was the only thing I was questioning. Like, Jono was a come forward fighter, take a boot in your ass type fighter. Does Farmer have a nut? Because as good as Farmer is, he's going to have that respect moment. Every fighter, you need that respect moment. And I didn't think Farmer at that moment had it, but that defense reign, he picked it up, and that was a good fight between him and Farmer, almost finishing Jono in the last round or a couple rounds, I think it was, but he almost finished him. That was a good fight. So I got that at number 2. And it was for a title. These are all title fights. Porter defended his thing against Ugas, the WBC welterweight. Farmer defended his IBF against Jono. And I think Jono was an intercontinental as well. So, and then number 1 fight. Man, I forgot what belt. I want to say it's the WBO belt, but I'm not too sure. It's Tanaka versus Taguchi. That was a good ass fight. Taguchi did better than what I thought he was gonna do, but finished how I thought he was gonna finish. With the jab, and they were going at it. I didn't think Taguchi was gonna fire back and show the machismo, the heart. I thought Tanaka was gonna finish him, but that was a good fight. They had, like I said, it had one of my rounds of the month. I just didn't remember it, so I left it off the thing. But it had a good ass round. I want to say 4 or 5. It had a good ass round in it, but the overall fight was real good. Back and forth action. Champion taking on the former champion. I like the Tanaka and Taguchi fight. Good ass fight. You power shots, body shots, the long jab, the crowd. It was good because that fight had the best crowd into it, and more than the Farmer and the Ugas. It was the crowd participation wasn't really there. Like I said, any of the award shows we go into everything. It's the RRT boxing show with Mr.A. And I thought the fight itself, the crowd participation, as shit. Wish I knew Japanese got intended commentary. So that's how it has so far. So for the first 2, we have the round and we have the fight. Now we are going to go into the KO of the month, the knockout of the month, folks. Knockout of the month. Now this, surprisingly, in March, there were a few to choose from. Now again, we do what goes into the knockout of the month, for you new viewers and you old subscribers who kind of forget sometimes or might have forget, we prefer the boom shot knockout, the boom shot, not the waving it and just the referee stops in. Those usually come in at 3s, and if it's a real limited thing, then they might win it, but those referee stoppages usually don't make the list, even though it's, we have some runner-ups. We'll do some runner-ups. Callum Johnson and Sean Monahan. That was a good runner-up. The way he just, a good runner-up to the fact that he knocked him down, then he got up and fucking just smashed him, and he's all looking stupid, and but the referee stopped it. You know what I mean? Then at another runner-up, the first runner-up, I have the first runner-up we have, where's it at? La Haraga getting stopped by Anavesian. That was a nice, like I said, according to my list, the importance, that probably was the most important stoppage. But with the fact that it was a stoppage, KO, it's not number 1. But from the list itself, it had the most importance. He won that EBU title. La Haraga probably is the biggest name on this list to get stopped, so it's the toughest opponent. You could argue a belt, so you could argue that could be number 1. But again, it was a referee step in. I tried to pick the knockout, the boom shot, So coming in at number 3. Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, stopping Kojana. With the hook combination, the way he just flatlined him and blah, you see Kojano did the body drop. He was bobbing and weaving and I was like, boom, lifeless. So number 3. Number 2. Now, was this a referee stoppage or was it a knockout? Because it wasn't a count 10, but I'm going to put at number 2. Maybe this is an exception. Sergey Lipinets on Peterson. You know, the punching combination that led up to him flopping against the ropes and then falling into the center of the ring. Fight got stopped. Would he have beat a 10 count? Would he have been on his P's and Q's by the count of 10? He could have been counted out. Referee, I don't know, but I thought that was a hella fight. Dumb Street, you know, perform. I like that knockout of and again, the fact that I think that was a bigger fight than, even though La Haraga and Vicen was for that belt, the names, I think Sergey doing that to Peterson, advancing himself, I think that was a good spotlight to do that on. So number 2, and coming in at number 1. Damn, I forgot the dude's name. Maybe we could look it up right now. Liam Williams. His KO of the guy we look up. Damn, I fucked up. But dude, the way he just walked up and fucking 1-2 that guy, and that dude fell the fuck out. He was talking so much like, I'm going to knock you out, bro. You're nothing. Joe Milliner in the second round for the British middleweight. The way he dropped him, he got up and the way he just walked up, bow, the perfect, and walked away. The dude's out. I'm pretty sure you've seen that fight if you're on this show, watching this show. But if you have not seen that, go check out Liam Williams, knocking out Joe Milliner. That is the number 1 knockout for the month of March. So again, for the first 3 categories, round of the March, round 2, Evanescence stopping David Lagaraga with the stoppage in the 9th. Number 1, 10th round knockout, droppage. The 10th round for Fowler and Fitzgerald. Fight of the month. Number 3, Porter and Ugas. Number 2, Farmer and Jono. Number 1, Tanaka and Taguchi. And again, recovering the knockouts. Number 3, Anavesian knocking out Lagaraga. Number 2, Sergey Lipinets stopping and knocking out Peterson. Number 1, Liam Williams knocking out Joe Milliner. Now, that being said, we are going into disappointing fighter. Who let us down in the month of March? Oh gosh, is it your favorite fighter? Is it my favorite fighter? This one could be all over the board, folks. You know, who let you down? Who let you down? Now, this one has runner-ups. This one has some runner-ups. Disappointing fighter. Second runner-up is Luis Ortiz. His performance against Christian Hammer to start the month off. You know, it's with everyone talking, Luis Ortiz needs to get his shot and still dangerous, and he's saying AJ didn't want to fight him. He wants a rematch with Wilder. Wilder says, you know, he'll fight on his Luis Ortiz needed a buzz right now. Maybe that's why his name's not talked about right now. You got Tom Schwartz and you got Dinu, and it's Luis Ortiz, second runner-up, disappointment fighter, performs against Christian Hammer, coming in at first runner-up. And yes, folks, my favorite fighter made this list. Disappointing fighter, runner-up, Aries Landy Lara. His draw against Brian Castellano. Not to say that Castellano is not a good fighter. It's just Lara needed to show more. Okay, you say you deserve a rematch against her. You still think you're at top. And he had that same, Lara is Lara. He didn't show enough again. His legs are gone. Not gone, but it just, the age, father time's going up with him. And like I said, hate to see my favorite fighter, you know when you see your favorite fighter slipping, just like, you're like, fucking start cherry picking some victories, but hey, Someone's gonna knock poor Laura out. Now, coming in at disappointing fighter number 3 in the month of March. Number 3, Earl the Truth Spence and Mikey Garcia. We're not talking about a good enough performance and blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker did not knock Mikey Garcia out. Fuck that. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. I don't care how good of a fighter Mikey Garcia is. Watch that fight. Mikey Garcia was there to get knocked out. Earl Spence could have knocked him out. You know, should have knocked him out. You know, I'm not the only one disappointed. Go watch the fight. Watch Derek James going into the 12th. You need to go out there and finish the job, you know? So, number 3, disappointing fighter of the month of March. Earl the Truth Spence for not KOing Mikey Garcia. Number 2, Egis Kavalauskas with Terrence Crawford getting ready to fight Amir Khan, who's not even a top-ranked stable fighter. Terrence Crawford, and it's publicly known in the box world, he needs competitors. He needs fights. Egis, everyone knows you're probably the next thing in top rank. Everyone knows they're going to make you fight Terrence Crawford. Everyone knows the winner of that fight fights Terrence Crawford. And he didn't show anything worth excitement, worth a thrill. You know, a casual fan on ESPN, they were like, oh, that's who Terrence Crawford's fighting? He barely beat that fucking you know, especially if they thought Ray Robinson was a shitty performance the way his boxing and moving. If a casual fan thought that was shitty, you know, their perspective, they were like, that dude barely beat that shitty motherfucker. How's he gonna beat Terrence Crawford? You know? So number 2, Egis Kavalauskas, disappointing fighter of the month of March. Coming in at number 1, Cash Ali for biting David Price in the round where he started to take over the fucking fight. Okay, he got rocked, he tackled him down, and he bit him. But that's not it, you know? That was not the first bite. That's the one he got caught. Go watch the fight again. He bites him 3 fucking times, you know? And one of them is when David Price is bitching, and they're like, oh, what's David Price? David Price is starting to get annoyed. He's complaining to the ref. He got bit. Ali bites him, I think, in the neck or like in the chest area. Like, all right, go watch the fight and watch the replays. I'm surprised they haven't like shown it on the afterthought, you know. But yeah, he bites him like 3 times. The disappointing fighter, Cash Ali. Now we move on to fighter of the month of March. Tough. You know, this definitely has some runner-ups. Definitely has some runner-ups here. Runner-up, even though it is a champion, I thought Sonny Edwards, first defense of his belt, that was a nice fight, nice defense. I'm giving that a second runner-up. You know, actually, first runner-up. There's only 4. Fucked up. So, first runner-up was Sonny Edwards. Now, coming in at fighter of the month, number 3, I have Sergey Lipinets. He stopped Peterson, got his name out there. Good, you know, because we are definitely talking. I think now, even if Peterson would have won that fight, I don't think we'd be talking about matchups like, oh, interesting, as we were talking about Lipinets with matchups. Coming in at number 2, fighter of the month, collecting one belt away from undisputed, Katie Taylor. Her destruction of Rose Valentine, Queen Rose. I thought Rose would be her toughest opponent because of the power. You know, if Katie wasn't careful and got timed with those power shots, it'd be lights out. But Katie's like, fuck that. I'm never gonna give her a chance for that power. I'm gonna bomb rush her while swinging at her loopy, swinging at straight down the middle with shots after shots, and just beat her ass and collected a belt. So that was Fighter of the Month. Again, you might disagree with my list. Number one Fighter of the Month is Quadrillo Abdul-Kakarov. You know, who is that? The Punisher. I got him as Fighter of the Month because he is in the bracket of the other guys, you know. And if you're new to the show and you're still watching this after 25 minutes, kudos, you know. And if you're still watching this regardless, kudos. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment on anything you want to add to these categories. I just thought Quadrillo, due to the bracket of the other guys, you had La Haraga losing. You had fucking what else? So you have like Fitzgerald, you had Anaviniesian, you had those other fighters, Iges. You had those guys not quite stepping up and coming through. Here you had Quadrillo in the IBF Eliminator. You know, winner gets Earl Spence. And he went out and he performed. He went out there and fought. He tried to hurt Obara. You know, with the same thing on the line for Iges, Quadrillo had. And you saw that fight. You saw Quadrillo try and take the most of an opportunity to get to world level, you know, to break out, to try and be a first fight in America, first fight on the stage. He tried to take advantage of that moment. So I put him as Fighter of the Month. Now we move on to the final subject. Promotion. Coming in at number 3, folks. By, you could say, default, because Golden Boy only threw 2 events. The 30th, Acosta Lopez, Garcia Lopez. So, yeah, you know, default, top rank. Their events was the 17th, Colazo Vargas. Like, all top rank events had one big headliner, and the other fights were like, you know, the 17th, Colazo Vargas. The 23rd, Pulev Dino. The 30th, Vazdik Ngumbu. You had Abdul-Kakarov, my Fighter of the Month on that card, and Iges. Now, that would have been a good card. The matchup sounded really good. I was intrigued by this card. I was really happy to see this card. I thought this card was a good way to end it. Iges didn't do shit. Ngumbu, his fucking freak calf, so that kind of like shut that fight down. And Abdul-Kakarov, I said, him and Obara, they tried their best to fight to get the winner Spence. So, 3rd place, top rank. Coming in 2nd, Matchroom. They had a busy month, but, you know, just because you had a busy month, you know, what did you throw out? The 2nd, March 2nd, the headline card was Gil and Dominguez. I like that fight a lot. I like Gil. I'm not too sure if I covered that fight on the show. I'm not too sure if I did, because if I did, that could have been one of the knockouts of the month. He beat the shit out of Dominguez. That was a good one, but that's the 2nd. The 8th, they had a card in Italy. You know, they still trying to pick that up. And then on the 9th, they had Bivol Smith Jr. Okay fight. One-sided. Bivol took over. Yeah, Hooker and Les Puri and Johnson Monahan. That was a decent card. Then you had Farmer, Corral, Taylor Valentin, Rose, and Shaluki and Rosado. That match, you know, Rosado showed some grit in the end. That made it interesting. The 23rd, you had Edwards Marino, Boatson, Conroy, Okoli, and Camacho. Okay fights. You know, you got to be fans of those guys to really, you know, you got to be a fan of boxing. Like, oh, yeah, that's a good card. Then the 30th was Liam Egginton, Fowler, and Fitzgerald, Price, and Ali. So, like I said, just because they had a lot, it wasn't much. Coming in, number 1, again, they took January and they're taking March. TGB, Tom Brown. The 2nd, you had Lara and Castano and Ortiz taking on Hammer. And on the 9th, you had Porter and Ugas with with an undercard of a what's his name? The guy who beat Mansoor, the Nigerian guy. He's not Nigerian, is he? Uh, Ajaba. I can't read my writing. But the tall black dude, the dude walked out of the ring. What is that dude's name? Ajaba, Ajba. I forgot that dude's name. But he was on that card. I'm trying to look him up. What card was it? Let's go Sean Porter. He was on that card. And coming in on the 16th, you had Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia. You had Benavidez and Love. So that right there, those 3 cards, the second Lara Castellano, Ortiz Hammer, Porter Ugas, Ajaba. Damn, what is homeboy's name? I want to say, but I know I can't pronounce it. I know it's like Ajaba, Effie Ajaba. There it is. Effie Ajagba. There you go. Effie. I forgot the EFE. I forgot his first name. I can't pronounce. Fuck up his last name. So yeah, Laura Castellano on the second. Ortiz and Hammer. Porter Ugas. Effie Ajabi. And Mansoor. That 2 cards alone almost beats Matchroom. Seriously. You know, Laura Castellano. That's better than what? Any headline by the Matchrooms. Any headlines by Top Rank. Vosdick and Nugumbo, Bivu Smith Jr., Liam Egginton, Lara Castellano, Porter Ugas, Spence Garcia, Benavidez Love. And then on that bottom card, you had Luis Neri making his comeback with McWilliams Arroyo. Or one of the Arroyo brothers. So just to see Neri back. But then they finished the month off with Peterson Lipinets. You had the other Peterson brothers a stinker, but that Jamonte Clark and that fight was pretty good. Whoever the hell he fought, Jamonte Clark, that fight was good. So alone 2 months, 2 out of 3 TGB, and that is the best of March. Thank you for your time and support. Hit the like I said again. If you tuned on to this episode, that means you're a boxing junkie. You watched the whole thing. Thank you for your time and support. I appreciate that. But hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. For every viewer who made it to the end of this episode, support your show. Hit that thumbs up. And let's see how many we get here. Let's see how many.